Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Un, dos, tres, catorce. Welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. We got Belden in the house today.
Hello.
Mr. Belden, how are you?
I am
You got a hot new podcast out, Chapo Trap House. How's it going?
Chapo Trap House. I'm looking for unlicensed sex noises. I found this sex sound from Bashar Banjadi playlist.
Bashar al-Assad.
Bashar, free male sex noises.
Okay, so, so we're not going to get DMCA'd for
It
this.
says free male sex noise.
All right,
I mean,
let's
this is
just
up.
hear
It's
it.
up to Nick.
Uh,
Free male sex.
I just want to hear what
noises.
another guy sounds like when he's having sex. You know, I've only heard hot chicks.
Oh, that's just a guy talking. This is bullshit.
All right, so we're off to a hot start today. Happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's Christmas.
It's
you
Christmas
mean. Merry
time.
Christmas.
We walked past Macy's
This
today.
is coming out on Christmas, so
coming
you
out
should
Christmas.
say Merry Christmas.
Merry
not
Christmas. We're
fucking
going to say Merry Christmas
Happy
again.
Holidays. You say Happy Holidays in November.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even the beginning of December.
Well,
But
actually-
if you hit somebody with that Happy Holidays bullshit on Christmas, that's too far.
That's pushing it.
Yeah. That's fucking
The problem
Sharia.
is though, I think Hanukkah starts on Christmas this year,
Does it?
Yeah.
which doesn't seem
Yeah,
right.
But that, even listen to the way you're saying that. Hanukkah starts on Christmas.
Yeah, it's true. Christmas starts on Hanukkah.
That's Hanukkah's problem.
It is. You celebrating this year?
Hanukkah?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, it's horrible.
I quit.
What's wrong with it? It's
It's
you
just
fucking just light a candle
stupid.
at the end of the day.
I
You
know,
don't have to
but-
fucking do anything.
We don't have to do anything
It's
for
the
anything.
easiest holiday. No, Christmas.
No, it's hard,
You
actually.
got to put up decorations and shit. You got
You
to
have
Yeah.
a tree in your house?
no,
We got a tree.
no.
It's great.
I don't put plants in my house. It's all
And no
electronics.
plants?
Yeah.
You're copying. That's Nick's style.
No, it's
I just don't have room for a plant. Because if
You
I got
should
a
get
plant, I
plants.
would
It's
want
gonna-
a
it's
like
better
a
for the
big
air or
plant.
some
Yeah,
shit.
I
I
want
got some plants.
giant like 1920s ferns.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Turn your
That's-
house into a jungle.
That's what I like. I like that look. But
Are you completely plantsless?
I bought ferns before and they die because you have to like bring them over to the.
You have to play Beethoven.
To
and
put
shit,
them in the
though.
fucking
You
water.
gotta, well, watering them is not the problem. It's figuring out the right amount of sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I can figure out.
You have a dark
I had an
apartment.
orchid for a while.
Those are tough.
No, the ones they sell, what are they called? Phals?
Well, we got a florist right here.
Phallopaninas?
We didn't sell
the Phallopaninas orchid.
Yeah.
the
is-
Phallopaninas
the
orchid.
Oh, the
Paninas-
micropaninas.
The phallopaninas.
Do you spritz them with a little bottle?
I did that for a little bit, but no, you just stick your finger in the moss.
Yeah, to see if it's dry.
Yeah, see if it's dry.
Good God.
I thought you were a florist.
Yeah, but that's like two different. Like,
Were you a florist?
I was a florist for 6 years.
Then
at
what do they
Brothers-
call? What are the
For
male
Italian
florist.
men.
No, the easy orchid is called like a phallopaninas.
But we didn't even sell. You gotta understand. We didn't even sell that. I worked for 3 Greek brothers
Oh, they're
at
Greek.
a
I thought they were
flower
Italian.
stand on the side of the highway for years.
Mm-hmm.
At one point,
Oh
like
shit!
What highway?
It's black.
It's black, dude.
It's black. You want me to get it?
No, it's all right. I just don't. I'm worried it's gonna.
It's gonna look like later. There's gonna be a
I'm
stain
not
there.
worried
It's
how it
gonna
looks
look
like, because then it
came on your
might.
sweatshirt.
It's not soaking. So
You
it
have
might
that event
spill.
later too.
Well, I got that's tops and tails.
Yeah.
You wear a top hat and a tail, and otherwise completely nude.
Yeah.
That's it.
A butt plug with a tail coming out.
Mm.
Yeah, one of the little fox things. No, I worked at a flower stand for 6 years on the side of the highway in San Francisco, and it
What
was
highways are in San Francisco?
it's multiple highways.
Really?
Yeah, but 19th Avenue is where I was off of.
Like, oh, okay.
I worked for 3 Greek brothers.
The 3
and
Greeks.
It was the orchids were like too. I would ask about orchids sometimes because people would ask about them. And they're like, we don't sell that shit. Like that's like too fancy for us.
Really?
We sold a dozen roses for $7.99.
I
So
love
it was like
orchids.
a supermarket.
No, it was.
I mean, that's like the price at the supermarket.
It's like the price of a supermarket.
deli,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was our big competitor was the Safeway flower section.
I live in New York, so I don't believe that you should own anything. You know, if you want something, you go see it where it's available
Yeah.
to the public.
yeah, you don't bring it home.
Go to
with
the
you.
botanical garden if you want.
Yeah.
fucking
That's where
plants.
plants live.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like having
I
plants
don't need
at
a
home.
tiger
It's like,
at my house. I don't live in fucking the
Central Park Zoo.
St. Louis suburbs.
I'm
Like,
with you
just
on
go
that.
to
It's like
the
when people
zoo.
have big dogs in their little apartments. It's like no, you go see the dog.
Yeah.
where they're supposed to roam, which is like burnt out streets or whatever. But you bring them home with you?
No, I don't. Yeah.
I don't do anything.
You've
like
never
that.
said that when you're in my apartment.
Yeah, but your dog is.
You
like,
don't really have a big dog. She just has a big
Medium
head.
dog.
She's a pit. She's a little pit bull.
and you need it
Medium dog. I really need that.
because like if someone broke in your house, you're not gonna do anything.
I got a billy club. I showed it to you.
Yeah, but you're not gonna use it.
no, I'm gonna protect my family with that billy club.
Yeah, somebody would be
I was
actually carrying shit out of his apartment.
Someone's gonna steal the
And
billy
he would
club.
go. He would go. Excuse me, hello.
Are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Did I have? Are you delivering something?
Excuse me, hello.
You're delivering something?
Take her. Take her.
You think Icy would protect you?
No,
You know?
Probably.
no.
The
Icy
dog,
doesn't
I feel
bark.
like- I feel
Icy
like it's
dog
like-
sleeps.
probably would go.
It's a
crazy.
vicious killer kind of dog.
Yeah,
But how's the dog know it's a bad guy?
because you're crying.
Yeah. Because the first black
you'd
guy
be
you let in the
crying.
house.
Well, why wouldn't the dog attack my girlfriend? I'm constantly.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't let her. You don't let them be around each other.
Because your girlfriend has to cast a spell on the dog with her tampons.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has.
That's
Well,
true.
she
You
just
feed that shit to him.
no. She eats the panties of period after the. Dogs eat like when a girl's on menstruating, the dog will eat the
Yeah, and then
crotch
women
part
are
of the
like, "Isn't that
panties."
gross?" And it's like, "What? That you bleed all over the place
Yeah, it's
like
your
a dog
fucking fault.
would?"
Yeah,
And then
It
she's
is
like, "No,
fucked that
the-
dogs get periods too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Doesn't
asked
seem
my
right.
girlfriend if I can get her spayed, but she's not down or neutered. I don't know what the
You're
spade. You know, when I was a
Spade.
kid,
Yeah.
because I only knew about that from what is it? Fucking Wheel
Barker.
of Fortune. Or what's it called? Price is Right.
price is right.
And I thought when I was a kid, I thought they said, and remember to have your pet sprayed or neutered, right? So I thought if the dog was a girl, they had like there was a spray, like an anti-vagina spray
yeah.
that you just spray in there, like they sprayed acid into the dog's and it like burned.
How do they
they
cut
remove the ovaries?
How do they do that? They go in there?
They remove the ovaries? Yeah, they
Yeah.
go in there. But I thought it was until I was 27 years old. I thought it was like they just like put they spray like hydrochloric acid into the
Yeah.
Jesus
and it's like a
Christ.
chemical burn.
Jesus.
No.
I don't know if I told you about this before, but when I was a kid, I like got sent away and lived on like I
An
know I told you
Indian
about
reservation.
that. But Indian reservation.
Yeah.
But
You wanted to be a Native American for
I want to be a brave.
Halloween in 5th grade and in San Francisco, obviously. So your liberal parents
Mhm.
were like, "Oh, you think that's an appropriate costume?
Go live there.
You know what? We're sending you
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Go
you're-
live there. Sell
you're
cigarettes at the store.
You're Cherokee now."
Your mom's dressed like a construction worker. Your dad's dressed like a
Mhm.
sailor.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
San
Yeah.
Francisco
Both my parents
style.
were gay men.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, all
then
five
that
of
makes
my
sense. I
parents were
thought
gay
you were
men.
saying they were all YMCA together.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That's what I was meant. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah. It's so funny. Trump's song is the having sex in a shower song. It's so sick. It's so sick.
When I saw Trump play in fucking Philadelphia, he did YMCA twice. He like bookended his set with YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
and it was electric.
well, no one knows how to do it. I don't even know how to do it, like the
Yeah.
dance. And so
It's
you
not.
See, like,
It's not
you
even.
know, you
It's
never
actually
learned
very
it?
clever. What Trump does with those is he's like, remember the early '80s,
yeah.
and so he's like kind of creating this idea that like, is this Reagan? It's not at all.
No.
But when he does with the "Make America Great Again" thing, he's just like he's trying to make you think he's Ronald Reagan.
Well, or Donald Trump in the 80s when he was a big,
Right,
like, yeah.
who was friends with Ronald Reagan.
that
Probably.
might just be like the last kind of time he listened to music. It probably is.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Didn't he like pardon Boozy? Like,
Yeah, but that's
like,
not him. It's not like
He got-
listening to him.
I
He got
think it
Kodak
is.
Black
I think
out
it
of
is.
jail.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
He
Yeah,
listens
yeah.
to SoundCloud rappers. I
He
think.
does have like a relationship with rappers that other
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Biden just does not have.
They love
Yeah,
him.
Biden only knows black people from like
Corn pop.
like Looney Tunes cartoons back when they
Yeah.
were racist.
yeah.
Coal Black, the Seven Dwarves,
yeah.
all those guys, man. I'm
Yeah.
friends with all of them.
You know, the brothers wear zoot suits.
Yeah,
and
the Three Crows.
they got a big old chain
They
hanging.
got a song, and it's about the South.
I mean, it's just Biden's experience with corn pop. When corn pop was real, that's when I was like, Biden's gonna win, like he's gonna be president.
I just remember watching the initial video, and it's like such a boring story.
The story is crazy.
The story about him going to the pool.
No, the
and-
story is he's a lifeguard. He's like, hey, calm down. And the guy's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. and then he walks out, and the guy doesn't beat his ass.
It doesn't beat his ass.
No, but he said that
he's got
they
a
used
knife
to
that
brush. He used to brush the hairs on his legs.
No, they
up
would
and
brush
down.
the knife against the curb to make it rusty.
Yeah, and in a barrel. Yeah, he'd put it in a barrel so it rusted.
But they didn't stab Joe Biden with the knife. That's the thing. It's like these guys had a scary weapon that they didn't use.
The thing about
on
the
me.
corn pop video was that he was talking to little black kids in bikinis. He was talking to like 8-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And they were like bored and confused.
corn pop.
Yeah. He's like telling some sort of rambling story about like a prison punk in the 1950s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's sitting in that, like, there's that picture of Biden. It's actually magnificent of him sitting like in the lifeguard chair, kind of like happy, and all these like kind of like 8-year-old black kids like sort of looking up at him, kind of confused.
Why don't we do that with like wheelchairs? Why isn't there any tricked out wheelchairs where you're like up super high?
Sometimes, like make him like
Oh,
two
like
stories.
a monster truck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, sometimes you see like, and interestingly enough, oftentimes crackheads will have like wheelchairs with like a lot of accoutrements on it.
But
like
yeah,
a fitted out
flags
wheelchair.
and speakers,
All kinds of shit, like
Yeah.
bags hanging from them and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, you never really see. They should also sometimes put them on. If I was like rich and I had to be in a wheelchair, put me on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Make me go through everywhere on a fucking horse.
I would say turn me into the black guy from Twisted Metal. His
Yeah.
arms are
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Axel.
Yeah, Axel. Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Actually, he kind of sucked.
Like in the game.
I mean, Sweet Tooth is the only good one.
The clown.
The clown?
And
Yeah.
then the motorcycle guy is good.
Which is that?
Mr.
that's
Grimm.
Is that the Grim Reaper kind of guy?
Well, his name's Mr. Grimm, but his head is a skull. He's more like the Punisher.
Like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, or
Ghost Rider. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I loved Axel though,
Yeah.
and there was like everyone else. I feel like was just like a guy in a car, but that Axel was in pain. He had to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only job he could get.
Yeah. I don't remember too much of the lore.
Me either.
I think they made a show recently.
They
It's
did.
what's
But
Smell
on like
show?
Hulu or
who's
something.
watching that?
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm watching fucking smart Mark Fisher.
Yeah, they would do a thing where Sweet Tooth, like he had a dad, and then the guy that ran the tournament. There was a guy named Calypso that runs the
Calypso. He was
Yeah.
like the devil.
Yeah, he's like, and he runs the Twisted Metal tournament. But then it's like, sometimes Sweet Tooth is Calypso, sometimes that's his dad, sometimes they're each other's dad. It's like, it's confusing.
Sometimes he has 5 dads.
Yeah. Sometimes the cab driver is his son.
Oh, there was the cab driver too.
Yeah. Yellow Jacket.
Wow, I'm not. No, it's
I think that was his
beyond the reaches of my memory.
name. Spectre. That was
Mhm.
one of them.
Spectre. Which one was that?
Warthog. That was one.
That's from Halo.
Sebulba.
No, Warthog wasn't Warthog was the Humvee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there was a Humvee.
There was a truck.
You don't see too many of those anymore.
What? Those types of games?
Humvees.
Oh.
No,
I
it's like
saw
a
one
marker of
the
the
other day.
90s.
Yeah.
But you see, I'm seeing so many Cybertrucks every day. They're
I've seen a lot of
multiplying.
them too.
When you're driving, they take the entire lane.
I'd love to get
It's-
killed by one of those. Just fucking flattened by a Cybertruck.
I have still seen more DeLoreans than I've seen Cybertrucks.
It's a guy in my neighborhood who drives around a DeLorean.
Yeah.
Give it a rest.
Yeah.
It feels very like
In our neighborhood?
you have like a YouTube show that does like retro video games or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm like, all right, I get it was in a movie, but
Mhm.
we don't got to do that. With the wing doors,
Yeah.
plenty of cars with wing doors these
Now.
days.
Yeah.
It's nothing special.
Right. You can get that on any car.
Exactly. You can get that in a Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we had
the Lambo doors that black guys get installed on
They're
like
so
a fucking
sick.
on like a rebad, like a fake Escalade.
yeah. If I had a car, which I don't know how to drive, nor do I own a car, but
You've
like,
never learned?
just I feel like if I need to
You
do
don't
it,
watch
I'll
sports,
get it.
you don't know how to drive.
Yeah, correct. Well, I would watch sports. Like if I watch sports, I know what's going on.
For the commercials, like a girl.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
commercials. But like I feel like if I had to be in a situation where I was forced to drive, I could figure it out.
I feel like at your age, it would be like terrifying.
Could you imagine?
Because I feel like at
35?
16, you're like kind of
You don't
fearless.
believe- death isn't real.
Yeah. My dad let me drive when I was 13. We were in Mexico. He let me drive the car, and I drove straight into a bush, and they yelled at me. He said, you're never getting your license. It was like a moment where I'm like, this is like father-son bonding. It was really special, and then I just fucked it up.
I knew I should have fucking taken you to see a prostitute instead.
Yeah. All my Latin friends' dads did that for them. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, they all had uncles that would take them. And
No,
that would take them to a whorehouse, and literally every single one of them cried and didn't do it because they were like 13.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, my father.
I would do that with if I had a daughter, I would do that.
You'd have a daughter.
When
You'd
she
take her
turned
to a
13, I would
gigolo?
take her to a bunch of men to fuck her.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like,
Nick.
you're a woman now.
Bunch of hung men.
God.
You're a woman. You're gonna thank me later
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
mark.
Listen to your
growing
old
up.
man.
Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Everyone at school's gonna be jealous of you when they
Yeah,
found out
you lost your virginity.
you lost your virginity. You got fucked.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
You're like in college
By a
now.
bunch of fucking 20-year-old guys.
I'm a
Oh,
cool
God.
dad. I'm one of those cool dads.
Yeah, I'm a cool dad. I'm with it. I'm cool. Let's do a little coke.
Yeah.
People do coke with their. I don't like that either.
Their
Do coke
kids?
with their kids.
Yeah, people do coke with
Yeah.
their dads. It's or their parents. It's like that's like
That
nastier.
just
than-
happened. I've been fascinated by. I already mentioned it. This is now because we're pre-recording this, but
Yeah.
that YouTube lawyer guy.
He's
like
incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I've
Have you
only
looked
like
into this at all?
sort of
No.
followed it.
It's I know I didn't I saw the guy I saw the guy during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. You know, that
Yeah.
was like my first time I became aware of like who he was, and I'm like, okay, he's sort of in this world or whatever. But I just saw like a clip of him explaining his drinking, and then it cuts to what he is now. Which he's got to be doing something else. He's like, I
Wait,
guess
who's
more.
this catch me up?
busted
I've
for like
missed this.
giving drugs to like his kid.
Yeah,
or something?
the kids tested positive for cocaine.
You don't
so
want
he was
that.
giving cocaine to his children.
And to test positive, I
Where
think
they
it's like
found it.
48 hours. I think you like piss out coke. I think weed you have for like a week.
Yeah, and he
So
got
the kid's
arrested.
doing
for
bumps
it, right?
every
Like,
day.
Yeah, he got
like
arrested.
the police came to
Wait,
his
who
house.
is this guy though? Tell me, like,
It's like Raketa Law or
Nick,
something.
Nick Raketa.
is he one of those like I got my
What
client
kind
out?
of name is that? Is that Hungarian?
Raketa.
Raketa?
It's like a Central European country that doesn't exist.
I think it might be
anymore.
Hungarian.
Slovakian or something.
Yeah, or like Croat.
Raketa.
Raketa.
It's like Raketa, but it's like no idea.
Yeah.
But he was given bumps to these young children.
You gotta be careful because I imagine that guy is desperate to sue anybody.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have the funds.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of people probably talking about his court case. This is all alleged. None of this has been. He hasn't been.
If I was if I was that guy, I would be like just fucking watching every show, hoping somebody gets one minor detail wrong.
Yeah, and just suing.
You
the
can file
fuck
some
out of
kind
him.
of nuisance.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah.
What'd
But
he
look at
do?
him now, dude. I mean, it's crazy. He had this.
He
And
has
nothing.
a goatee.
There was nothing like acute that happened. He just kind of like
It just descended.
it was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking just completely go off the rails here.
It's like the dad from Small Town Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I love. That's my favorite documentary ever made.
You know what the real small time ecstasy is? Going to Sonic.
Okay, so we got an ad time right now. This one we're gonna do really good.
Yeah. Babbel, check it out. You want to learn another language? Check out Babbel.
Yeah, that's what
It's a
you.
web. You've heard of learning a little.
You speak a little Chinese, right?
A little Chinese.
Give me some.
Wo de Gigi hen da.
Oh.
Yeah,
think
so if
that's
you're
right.
tired of mystery pointing,
Wo de Gigi shahenda. Is that it? Right? My penis is big.
Woda Gigi
It's
Shahenda?
very big. I think something like that.
Woda
Yeah.
Gigi Shahenda?
Yeah. Wo de Gigi. My penis
Woda Gigi
is
Shehen.
hen very, and then da is
Da.
big. Yeah, big.
Woja Shi.
what the
Something like
shishi
that.
Woja
jahenda.
Gigi
I think that's-
Shahenda?
Yeah, I think that's right.
So if you're tired of
I
mystery,
took language classes in downtown Manhattan, and I
From a guy with a huge cock.
well, I asked the teacher, and then they asked if I'm like, "Am I saying this right?" And I said that, and then they said, "Don't come back here."
You're not allowed to.
if you ever
No,
fi-
no.
Yeah.
if you ever find yourself holding back on travel plans because you're afraid of the language gap, Well, no need. Mind the gap. Play Babel SFX if you have
And it's
Babel.
named after a tower in the Bible, so you know this is a Christian company.
Yep.
Yeah.
No Jews or Muslims.
No, it's
will
from the
be-
Jewish. It's a Jewish story.
No Jews or Muslims will be allowed to use this software.
It's not true. It's from the.
Well, it's a company, so it's probably owned by a Jewish
We
person.
would
Yeah.
we would like to correct that last statement. Jews and Muslims are more than welcome to use. the
No
Babel.
Christians allowed.
You want to learn Arabic? Check out Babel.
There are tips and tools that are grounded in real life. The shit that you need. Everything is focused on conversation. So you'll be ready to talk wherever you go.
Put some life into this, Adam.
No.
It says shit in the ad copy?
No. Don't take my word for it. Studies from Yale.
You know what I like to learn is I like
Michigan
to go on
State.
Babel and learn Yoruban.
Yeah. So you go to Nigeria.
White boy goes to Nigeria and shocks everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ticky ticky boom boom, motherfucker. Oh my god.
And beyond.
He has
Yoruba-
done
This is it's stunning.
Yeah, I'm just solving a Rubik's cube.
So if you use this for 15 hours, it's equivalent to a full semester at college. Which you
I'd
neither
like
you
to know
guys.
Afrikaans. Because
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
that would make people really uncomfortable.
I
If I was
speak
like,
it-
oh yeah, I speak Afrikaans too.
Yeah.
I speak
English and
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans.
Cuckoo cluckoo.
Cuckoo. Oh,
Cuckoo cluckoo.
Bloop, bloop, no.
Alsjeblieft toch.
Yeah, there we go. Horrible language.
Bossel je tanden.
The British should have annihilated.
That's what my
them.
parents said. Brush your teeth. Bossel je tanden.
Yeah, I Breaker Morant was.
You know, those were the first
Justified.
concentration camps. Were in the Boer War.
Not good enough.
They didn't
Not
finish
good
the job.
enough. Bum concentration
You ever
camps.
see that movie Breaker Morant?
No.
It's great.
What is it?
It's a story. You know the story of Breaker Morant?
Is that no? I
He was an
don't.
Australian. So during the I think the second Boer War, they had Australian fucking. I guess they're like the guys that wear the dumb like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's a horrible look.
Yeah. So whatever that part of the Australian army was, you know, they were out in, you know, they're experiencing guerrilla warfare for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So some captain got fucking
We have some more
ambushed and
water.
killed. So as revenge, this guy Breaker Morant goes and kills a bunch of POWs.
Just executes
And
them.
just executes them. And like there was outrage because it's a war crime, and so Kitchener was like, look, you got to fucking try these guys so we have some semblance, because they were Australian, and he wasn't trying British soldiers, he's trying Australian
so
soldiers.
it's all right. Yeah.
And so then there was a trial, and then, you know, they're found guilty and they're shot.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. Yeah.
I would love to be that guy's defense
But
lawyer.
in Australia they were like
Heroes.
heroes.
Yeah. Well, it's like, listen, like, you know, you go out there, you got to wear the goofy hat.
There's no way to, like, you can't fucking commit war crimes against other white people.
But I will say
That's
back
our
then,
business. Like, leave us.
But back then,
alone.
if
You
you,
know what I
got
mean?
caught for something like that, like, you're in Africa, you're so far
Yeah.
from like the newspaper,
Yeah.
and you get caught doing that.
Yeah.
That's your bad.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like
Doing what?
back then, like
A war crime
Yeah,
in
killing
Africa.
like the Boers, like killing Boer POWs. Like if you get caught from that, that just means someone you're supposed to be friends with is fucking tattletale.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you could do anything, like before like 70 years ago, and just be like, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
About to sneeze.
Oh,
So wait before we read the promo code. Let's wait for that sneeze. Okay. Here's a limited time offer for our listeners right
Oh, I
now.
got
You can get
myself
up to
pretty good on that
60%
one.
off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/TAFS. You want to read the rest of that?
where is it?
Right here?
Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/TAFS, spelled BABBEL.
Like the cheese.
Like the cheese.
Like the cheese /TAFS. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Yep. All right. So check that out.
no
Babbel.com.
French.
Okay, so here are some no languages from Africa. This
Okay.
is just like it's
Let's
Babbel
go
talking
through
points.
like
No
Bryce,
languages
let-
from
yeah.
Africa. only Han Chinese.
Han Chinese.
Thank
Only
you.
Han Chinese.
No
None of
Cantonese.
the other kinds. No Cantonese.
yeah, that's a race, not a
Yeah,
language.
Han or yeah.
Hebrew is actually
Ooh.
twice as expensive.
Yeah, they call me Han Solo because I'm Chinese and I ain't getting no pussy.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Call me Han Solo the way I be Chinese and not get any pussy.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
And I'm losing
you
it
lost
now.
it. You
I'm
lost
losing it
Yeah,
now.
just stand by. We're gonna get important information.
And if you subscribe before the New Year's cutoff date, you get to have sex with Adam Friedland's asshole.
Yep, that's right. At Babbel.com.
What have you put up there?
Up my asshole?
What's gone up there?
Pogs, a lot of pogs.
Pogs. Yeah.
It's
In
the
elementary
perfect
school, he
circumference.
was known as the pog.
No, no,
thief.
but
You
not-
could keep a whole stack.
What were the
And
heavy
then
ones that you flipped the pog?
Slammers.
The slammer. I put
I
a
was
couple slammers up there.
marbles in my asshole in elementary school.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Because you play marbles, I'd go down, I'd plop.
Mrs.
And
Marbles.
just fucking shoot one of those things out.
The marvelous Mrs. Marbles.
How does marbles work? You hit the big one and then you gotta go.
I didn't really ever
That's
see like
Jack's, I
the
thought.
actual game of marbles to me seemed like secondary to having some balls.
It's I have no idea what it is.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah.
understand what the.
If you what
It makes me think of the beginning of Men in Black or the end.
oh yeah, when
Oh,
the
yeah.
aliens are playing and it's the universe is inside of marbles.
Yeah.
Somehow
yeah.
they knew the game too. Somehow they also lived in the Lower East Side in 1920.
We put those in socks and beat the shit out of kids who wouldn't experiment with gay stuff with us.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
San Francisco style.
We're all gonna fucking jack off and look at each other doing it.
Yeah.
You don't want to
And
come?
It is a crazy city. When was
You
the
were
last
just
time
there.
Yeah.
What
What was it
neighborhood did you
like?
grow up in?
I'm from outside the city.
I don't know the
Yeah.
area at all.
Where?
But-
I know.
East
look,
Bay?
No, North Bay.
here's my
North
follow up
Bay.
to that. Oh, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Yeah,
You're from
okay.
Alcatraz?
I'm from Center
That's
Bay.
what
Alcatraz.
I know outside. Of
Oh, so
San
you run a
Francisco.
conspiracy theory style podcast? So did the guys die when they swam away?
No,
or-
they got away.
They got away.
It's not that far.
It's cold though.
I know, but it's not that far.
You could swim there.
And back then, people were used to being cold.
And they
people
found
swim
some-
there all the time.
They found some
recreationally.
of their effects on Angel Island.
Exactly. Oh, they went to Angel Island.
Yeah.
Now that place
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
That place is nice.
I went to the Palace of Fine Arts.
It's
It's
beautiful.
really beautiful.
It's
It's a beautiful city.
I liked it before you did, Adam.
no.
Where else- where did
liked
you
it.
stay?
I actually went there first. Actually.
I stayed at the Stanford Court, which is a hotel mostly at the top of a hill, which is why I like
Which
it.
hill?
Yeah.
Russian hill?
I have no idea.
There's
It's
49
all
hills.
It's all hills.
It's all hills, and that's what
Is
I
that
thought.
why it's the 49ers?
So like San Francisco was like the only city I saw or could comprehend until I was like a teenager. And I remember I went to LA and I didn't understand because it's like all flat. There's the famous Hollywood Hills, but like I didn't understand why the city was just like, like a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And what did that do for you?
it's just nothing for me. But I like.
You went to LA when you were like Skid Row runaway.
I liked it. I
So
liked it this time.
How'd you get down there?
And it's
Took a bus.
funny
Bus.
because San Francisco, like the internet will make you think that it's like overrun with homeless people.
They're
or
just
whatever.
in the crackhead zone.
Well, it's like if Portland is like that. You go to Portland and Portland's a shithole.
it's disgusting.
Portland was a shithole before the crackheads.
Yeah.
It's
I hate Portland more than anywhere else in
Portland's
fucking
my least
America.
favorite
Portland's
city in
one
the
of the
world.
worst cities.
There's people are like, oh, the nature's good. That's nothing to do with the city
right.
of Portland.
You go. That's just go.
It was
enjoy
there
the nature.
before.
Remember when they
Yeah,
said
that's
that?
the opposite of a city. That applies to every other place in fucking Oregon.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's great. It looks as beautiful as the rest of Oregon,
Right.
except it's just got the worst human beings on earth and then crackheads on top of that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I told you that story. I was driving with Blake. Blake moved to Portland briefly.
Oh yeah.
And we're sitting at an intersection. It took me a while for it to like register in my head. We're sitting at an intersection, driving back to his house. He's driving, and there's a hill, and there's like an encampment at the top of the hill with a tent, and they have all their shit outside of the tent. And he's like, "Man, it's fucked up. There's a 15-year-old girl who lives in that tent." And then we continue driving.
That was it.
It took me a while. I'm like, "Why do you know that?
From the
Yeah.
crack smoking circuit.
Why do you know that there's a child that lives in that tent? Unless something bad happens."
Just as a
Does he know?
sentence.
yeah.
Yeah. Just as
Did he tell you?
You're 42 years old. You shouldn't know that.
Maybe you can just tell she's 15.
Blake is a legend, dude.
He is. He's a good dude.
She could be 10 in the crack age.
I think
shirt.
he's in Philly now.
Oh, he left.
Another
Yeah.
dump.
No, Philly's great.
It's all right.
Philly's a great city.
Phil is great.
I just don't really like the attitude.
There isn't an attitude.
What do you
They're
mean?
nice.
Every time I've done something there, people have been drunk to the point where I'm like, this isn't. You need to.
They might
Calm
not
down
like
with
you.
Yeah, but that's why
They
you're
don't
in,
like
no.
me.
But
Yeah.
you go to communist circles in West Philly, probably.
No,
Yeah.
we
You-
did like
you
a
frequent-
Trunon show there.
Isn't the Philly DSA is the least gay of all of?
I remember that being the thing, but I didn't know.
They don't even allow any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Francisco though is fantastic. It just sucks to live there now.
It's yeah.
They have self-driving Ubers and
It's
stuff.
crazy. Those fucking
The
Waymos.
Yeah.
Weebos, yeah.
Waymos. They're
Uyghurs,
everywhere.
Uyghurs.
The Uyghurs drive
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They should be remote pilot. They fell off. They've kind of come back with the serious stuff. Uyghurs are back in the news.
You think Uyghurs are pissed at Palestine? They're taking all the attention away.
I definitely think so.
I
People
feel
are-
like Ukrainians are like, fuck Gaza.
well, yeah.
Everyone
but
felt
for a
so
few
bad
reasons.
for us. Everyone
Yeah.
felt we got the
Well,
most.
the thing is, the Ukrainians, they were kind of pissed at Israel because, like, when they started like flattening Gaza, they're
Yeah.
like, we need more shells, and the Ukrainians are like,
Oh,
we
they were
need
taking
shells
the
to like
guns.
fight against other people, and the U.S. is like, we got to give them shells to like these kids. Man. Like, I'm sorry, like they need the shell. We'll give them the shells.
There are these kids over in
like
Gaza.
they have,
yeah.
like you guys have like the Ukrainian parts of Manhattan, but like the Jews kind of like there's a lot. They got some money, so we're gonna send them the shells first,
Yeah.
and then we'll send Ukraine like the rest of the shells.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to think that they're not.
Is that war just going to go on forever?
I thought
in
Trump
Ukraine?
was going to end it. Ukraine.
I feel like Trump's gonna like pull the funding, and then it's gonna.
But
get
even
put
with the
back.
funding pulled, it's like it feels like that war will just go on forever.
At this point, I think it's sunk cost, right?
Yeah.
Like half your guys died, so you kind of can't just be like, oh, okay, I guess we're done.
Right, yeah.
You know, you got to keep going.
You got to keep going, and nobody's going to make any progress.
It's
one way or the other.
no. I think the Russians are going to eventually just grind them down.
But then up to what end, though?
Exactly. It's like, what are they going to take over Kiev?
I feel like people forgot about the war completely. Like, how many people have died in that war?
a lot.
It's a crazy
It's
number.
like a crazy
dude,
amount.
The
It's
footage.
fucking. It's the more Russians have died in that war, I think, than Americans died in World War II.
No.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not that many Americans died in World War II.
Yeah, we were there for 10 minutes.
400,000.
Well, in the
Yeah,
European
yeah.
theater, right? Not in
No,
the
I think
the
all
totality.
told. All told.
Total.
Yeah, totaled.
So more Russians have died in the Ukraine war than Americans died in World War II.
Dude, some of you see the
the
footage.
Russians have died in World War II. They like so we lost
They lost
400,000, 20 million people.
20 million. Stalin just
100,000? 700,000.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think that number's right though.
Yeah,
Where'd you get
'cause
that from?
they're
Fucking
saying-
Dem-
I
You
saw,
got to
like-
discount it a little bit,
Because
but
it's
there's probably more than
Zelensky being
400,000.
like, yeah, we killed 700,000
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
But they can always get more.
It must suck for him too, because he's like, I'm Jewish.
I know.
He's
He's like
like-
the one. Well, now they got the Mexican lady, but like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
yeah, she's
beyond
Jewish too in Mexico.
Scheinbaum. Yeah.
Oh
She's
my
kinda
God.
fire.
Fabulous.
But they got like when they were giving Israel the shells, he must have been like
Shine
"What the
bomb. That's so
fuck?"
funny, dude.
I know.
Why is that funny? What's so funny about that?
Cosway,
Praise.
Scheinbaum.
Praise. What are you laughing?
'Cause it doesn't make
Don't
any
laugh.
Funny.
Don't
It's
laugh with
funny.
him.
Does it
It's
make-
funny.
Don't laugh with.
Can you imagine an African Jewish president?
One can only dream. One could dream.
Umbale Stern. It's like
'cause
Happy Hanukkah to
You'd
everybody.
be surprised. I'm surprised we don't like spawn out there because of the diamond mines.
Well, a lot
you'd
of
think we
people-
would just
Yeah.
crawl out of those.
A lot of people. Wait, have you seen? I showed you that clip today. I shouldn't show Nick.
Yeah, don't show that
It's
to Nick.
bad.
What?
Nick already hates us, but this will bring.
No,
him
he
to-
I
likes
don't
us.
hate anybody.
He
That's-
likes us.
He likes us.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know, that's
I don't
marginal,
hate
but-
anybody. First of all, hate's a very. There's very few. James Carville. I told you that's probably it.
That's
The
you
raging
just hate
hatred.
James Carville.
Just James Carville.
Is he
What?
Jewish?
What about
no.
Of course not. No, he's like an inbred Louisiana worm.
Yeah, we don't. They don't make us.
He
like
came
that.
out of the
He
fucking
really
soil.
looks crazy.
He's the son of the soil.
Yeah, the overseer.
James Carville,
the
son of the
overseer
soil.
pulled out while a slave in 1850, and the seed landed in the soil.
He really
And
does.
James Carville was born out of
He
that.
came out of a corn husk.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, earthworm Jim ass motherfucker.
They have Chinese Jews. Why can't they have? They have the Ethiopian.
Yeah, but that's
Jews.
not. They don't.
We
really,
need a West.
They don't have
African
Chinese
Jew.
Jews. A Jewish guy goes over there and he's like,
In
some
Shanghai.
pussy maybe, and then
Yeah.
he fucks a Chinese lady,
And
then,
they're like,
and then they're like, "This is our Jewish
it's
child."
like a cargo.
But then
cult.
that's the end of the line for there. They're
Yeah.
not going on and doing anything.
no. There's 1,000. You don't know about this? The Kaifeng Jews during the Marco Polo kind of era.
Oh, okay.
Some Jew went over there and
in
was
Shanghai, right?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I have this. I can show you something that will make you very rich in the future. And he made like 1,000 Jews, or he made some number of Jews.
He made 1,000 Jews.
I don't know how he made them. I don't know why anyone would convert to Judaism.
Okay, but I found out something recently. Most European Jews are not ethnically Judean.
Yeah.
Adam's
been hanging out with the black Israelites.
Yeah.
No. Like literally, the people that were
Khazarians?
the people that were expelled like 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
For the most part, are not ethnically connected. Like there had to have been.
I just took that as
there
a
had to
given.
have been like forced conversions in over the years,
Ah.
which I cannot understand.
Is this the
I cannot understand.
Khazarian theory? Is that what you're...
No, the Khazarian theory is like,
Well, that was that the elites converted
yeah.
to Judaism.
I watch a lot of Candace Owens now.
That would
she's
be a good move.
anti-Semitic.
If you were in charge of like a despotic regime and you're like, look, we did the numbers and we're going to be overthrown in like fucking 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Be like, let's all convert to Judaism.
I think it actually is genuinely a good move.
It is.
Like when the rebels took Aleppo, Assad should have got on the horn with all of his like top guys and be like, we got to get a rabbi here.
Uh-huh.
Like if we turn Jew,
We got to get a moil here.
yeah, we got to get circumcised. Maybe I think Muslims might circumcise.
I think
The
Bashar
women.
al-Assad and James Carville are the same race. I think they're probably have
That's sort of a lanky.
yeah, just sort of
Where
worm
is Assad?
guys.
Have they found him?
He's in Louisiana.
He's in
New
Louisiana. He's with
Orleans,
Carville.
hanging out, looking at the Superdome.
Yeah,
listening to LMFAO.
He's gonna run for Congress in
Yeah.
Louisiana.
yeah.
He's driving a streetcar with Carville. They're on both opposite ends.
He's playing horn.
yeah.
He should get into jazz. But I mean, it's like the Khazar thing is like there was a tribe and they like converted to Judaism, and then there was like that was the Jews of Europe. Were just like these like Eastern peoples that kind of like came in like kind of like weak Mongols and just like spread throughout
Ineffective
Europe.
Mongols.
Well, effective, but just not
really.
Not like really a warrior race.
They're more like Zoroastrians than Jews on Earth. There's so many religions that have a higher population.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
It's just it's a blip.
But we don't have any like outsized power to like our numbers. Like I think it's commensurate. Like what, 14 million Jews?
Yeah, but they haven't done.
We haven't like we've been. I think we've kept it low key. I think we've kept it low key. We've kind of known our place in the world. We haven't done anything.
Yeah.
And so it's like okay. There's when I
We're
was
just around.
Yeah.
And we're just hanging.
We're just around.
We're chilling.
Yeah. We don't do anything. Yeah. You didn't realize that we're not from there?
Well, no, I didn't realize. No, I didn't.
Look at you, Adam.
Not that like we're not Middle Eastern, but yeah, like obviously, like that we're like ethnically not tied to the Judeans who were expelled.
We're just uglier looking Eastern European
fucking
people.
Russian.
Yes,
slobs.
we look like them, but with curly. Well, you have curly. I don't even have curly hair.
Yeah.
I just look normal.
My dad told
I'm white passing.
My friend growing up was a Jew, but he was redheaded, and my dad when we were like 11.
So he's a munchkin. That's what the term is now.
Yeah.
Munchkin?
Well, in Wicked,
In
Nick
Wicked,
saw it. We were talking.
They
fucking
replaced
go see that.
midgets with, the little people.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. I mean,
My dad.
How is dwarves okay?
I don't know if dwarf
And
is
this is
okay.
a trite argument.
I don't
but
know if
it's like,
dwarf is okay.
It is.
I can call them dwarfs.
It's the actual disease is called dwarfism.
I know that, but can I call you a dwarf if you are one?
Yes.
No.
I do. Well, because
he's
here's
not,
the thing:
but
some
he's
people
not-
are just
he's just
fucked up
short.
and short.
Uh-huh.
They're legally midgets, but they're not dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarfism, and there's two types. I learned all this from watching the Seven Little Johnsons.
What?
It's a show. It's a show about a dwarf family.
What are the two types? Right? There's like the Vern Troyer.
There's the famous he has. It's called like
and then the
phallopenisis dwarfism or something.
yeah. He's an orchid.
Yeah, and then
He's a flower.
There's other types where it's like osteopenesis.
Hezbollah.
What's that?
I might have even said it on the show before, but my idea was for Hezbollah to start doing an OnlyFans
Yeah.
and sell that to pedophiles legally.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Hasbulla is like that. It's like he looks like a baby. Whereas somebody like with the fucking Game of Thrones guy, he looks like an older
the big
man.
forehead is a type.
That's the Game of
Are
Thrones.
those two different types though?
I think they are. Yeah.
I'd way rather be the
Because there's the
Game of
Gary
Thrones
Coleman
guy.
type.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're kind of like you've got
They
Benjamin
call that
Buttons.
black boy style.
And they're always messing it up for the other dwarfs, just trying to have a good time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like the classic Chris Rock.
But you
bit.
can't call them midgets. Is fucked up. But that sounds like that sounds like a legal term.
It does.
But you can't. You just little people. That
Right.
seems, and that's we
It's
don't.
one of the mysteries of language.
Yeah.
So you saw Wicked by yourself?
No, with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I went to go see Wicked. Yeah.
We
How
were
was it?
talking today about going to see it without our girlfriends.
I said it
they
was.
want
I
to
said
see
it was. It's not bad. It's good.
It's
if
good?
You,
Yeah,
go,
Nick
if you
liked
go
it.
into it and know you're watching a musical that's mostly for children and you expect that, it's good. You know.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint.
Ben Shapiro did like
And
a
Adam's whole thing now.
a
is being
full
like,
review?
Nick loved it.
what?
But you didn't love it. You just liked it.
It's just good. Yeah, I'll
Nick
probably
cried.
never
He
watch
cried
it
at the
again.
end.
Well, you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
No, there's nothing to cry about.
He cried.
What is
I'm
there to
gonna
cry
believe
about in the movie?
He
I've
cried-
never seen it.
He cried. Call me by your
It's
name.
songs and
You know that?
dancing and like.
Seems like a joyous thing.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's a fun movie.
Should we
Bowen's
go
in
see it after this?
Only because our girlfriends want to see it.
My girlfriend doesn't want to see it.
Oh, my girlfriend wants to see it.
Wicked?
If I was like, yeah,
You should treat her right.
Brace and I already saw
We
it.
saw Wicked. We saw me and the boys are going to see Wicked tonight.
No, just be like, oh fuck, I saw it. Just not
I
even
already
mention
saw
it.
that.
Oh, I saw it with Brace.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we went
It
to
was-
a matinee
it was
show at the
aight.
Alamo Draft House.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
That
were-
almost ruined it. Seeing it. at
we were
the
just
draft
bored.
house.
Yeah.
I
I
fucking
hate going to the Alamo
that place
I
so
hate
much.
it.
Go back to Austin. Get the fuck out. Put a normal movie theater in there.
Yeah.
Give me some space to jack off in here.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like. I don't like that. I don't like the lying down in there. I don't like anything. I want to go. Excuse me when I pass by people.
Yeah.
And I want the big old. I want popcorn that tastes like shit.
Yeah.
That I spill everywhere. And
Yeah.
then leave it everywhere and make a big mess.
I want a big old girl yelling at the screen.
I'm yelling at the screen. I'm talking on the phone in there.
I want to take calls.
I'm taking
It really
calls.
is. It's like if you had to go see a movie on Reddit. That's what the Draft House feels
Yeah.
like. It's
Yeah,
very
if
much
they had like a
Reddit
streaming
guys kind of thing. Like,
No, yeah, it's
you know what I hate?
letterboxed.
Talking in the movie theater.
we have the
Shut up.
sanctity of the film zone.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shut up.
They're talking in the movie. Why can't I talk in real life?
Yeah. It's racist.
Yeah. I just don't understand. So he can talk even though he's not even here. Am I being rude to the guy who
No,
made
it's
this movie 2 years ago?
You know
and
what
is
they're
making
saying.
money from
I'm
this?
really trying to concentrate on Wicked, the musical about
Dude, the rules.
the Wizard of Oz. And if somebody dares to quietly answer their cell phone,
like,
I mean,
oh,
that is
I'm sorry.
not only am I going to blow that way out of proportion, I'm going to have to go home and talk about it online. I'm going to have
Yeah.
to tell people and look for validation.
yeah.
like
When
I'm
I say
sorry.
that they're not as good, this person is not as good at watching movies as I am.
Uh-huh.
Are my
I'm
Instagram
really- look,
stories too
I'm
loud?
really good at watching movies. That's why I despise when people talk during a movie and interrupt my serious movie watching as my breasts get bigger and bigger from popcorn.
Yeah, my male breasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My gynecomastia.
My
Your
fucking
vagina.
my
My
volcanoes.
phallopenis disease.
I'm just like, dude, let me fucking. Sometimes the movie's boring. There's a lull. There's just a bunch of dialogue. Let me watch Instagram stories.
Yeah, right.
Let me see what Sydney Sweeney's on there, so she can be on screen, but she
she
can't be on my
phone.
phone at the
Yeah.
same time.
She's the goat, dude.
She's beautiful.
She's so hot.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. I didn't comment that on her post today, but I should have.
It's insane how beautiful Sydney Sweeney is.
She's
so if I
in New
see her
York.
on
I
screen-
wanted to comment, yo, you in New York right now.
But I want to leave. I want to send her a message or leave her a comment,
Yeah.
and I can't do that. I have to wait until after. I'm going to forget.
And I want to do text to talk too. You look beautiful. Send.
It's just ridiculous. All the rules that we have, because it's not illegal to talk in the movies.
Also, the Draft House, have you seen their other rules?
what?
No sagging, no do-rags.
They got a dress code.
No
in there.
sports jerseys.
You have to wear like an oversized Quentin Tarantino T-shirt.
So no talking, but also no do-rags. What are they?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's but it's so
Interesting.
gay. The way they present that, it's like Lieutenant Worf here to tell you to pull up your pants. And it's like they have to
Yeah,
make it
exactly.
even.
Yeah, like Chris, like
Like if it was just,
Worf is
if
the
it
coolest
was
black guy.
If it was Hitler's movie theater,
Yeah.
and it's like get your
Black
shut your
ass
black
up.
ass up, and pull up your
Listen.
fucking pants. Then,
Exactly.
I could be okay with that.
Yeah.
But because it's
Okay.
like a nerd,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, oh, you're ruining weird
Yeah.
science by
Yeah.
being black.
Exactly.
LeVar
You're
Burton
yeah,
here.
Oh, it's
Wayne
John
Brady
Hughes'
here.
weekend, and your blackness is ruining it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like these are you like.
You know how black guys are always ruining
It's
midnight
like,
screenings of the Rocky
it's
Horror
liberals
Picture
that
Show?
call the police. That's what
exactly. That's what it is.
It is true. It's
Yeah.
Karen ass institution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I go in there. I take my fucking shirt off. I take my fucking cell phone out.
I'm gonna start bringing
I'm at home.
Lewis to the draft. I'm gonna get Lewis drunk and bring him to the draft house several nights a week until an incident
Unleash him.
Till he
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is rude that because it's like if they want us not to do those things,
They told me I
should,
couldn't penny board through the theater, and then that would lead to something.
They should have Congress make it illegal,
Mhm.
but it's not illegal.
Congress
it's just
isn't
against
going to
the
do shit.
rules
They're
that
not
you
going to
made
do
up.
shit.
I know, which is good,
It's good.
but put it in a bill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to go, and I take calls,
Yeah.
take shit off.
Mm-hmm.
I make myself at home.
Yeah. I like to I'm sitting next to my girlfriend and say, it's work, and I get on the aisle of the movie theater. I'm like, what's up, baby? No, I'm not doing anything.
Cheating in the movie
I saw
theater.
a guy do that at a restaurant recently. He was like waiting with a girl,
You saw him cheat?
and he was like, they were being seated, and he's like, it's work, and he's like, hey, baby, what's up? No, I'm not doing shit. Yeah.
That's so sick.
And I called the police.
That should be illegal.
I called the police.
That should be
Yeah,
illegal.
yeah.
Trump should make cheating
It should be illegal.
It should be.
I saw. I was at Target.
Uh-huh.
I was like an aisle over, and I could just hear this lady, and she's like, "The fuck are you looking at? It's always no kids having bitches looking. It's always no kid. You ain't never dropped no seed out your pussy. So don't. I'm talking to you the way your mama should have talked to you, right? It's like she's like in
It's
an
such a random thing
she's
to
in
say.
an argument with somebody
That doesn't
it
have
seems like
kids?
it's a woman that's not parenting correctly, and she's had an interaction with somebody saying like, you know, maybe she hit her kid or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
hitting your
yeah.
And then
kid.
somebody, and so
That
I'm
is
like,
the-
all right, whatever.
That
And
is
then
the child abuse target, the Atlantic
I
Terminal.
couldn't see it.
Yeah.
I couldn't
feel
see
you.
it.
I've seen kids get hit in that
I
one.
couldn't see it, right? But I continue shopping. I'm like on the other side of the store now. It's 5 minutes later. Aisle over. What the fuck you looking at? It's like you ain't got no damn kid. She's still doing it, right? So now it's like, is this a crazy person
It might
that's
be
just
a
having like
hobo.
the same
Are
argument?
you hearing the kids?
No, I don't hear the kid at all. So it's like, this is a crazy person having the same invisible argument over and over. And
Yeah.
over again. Right. One more time it happens. Still, I happen to just be an aisle away, and I'm like, yeah, it's a crazy person that's, you know. I'm waiting in line to check out. Then I see the lady.
She yells at you.
No, she's not yelling at me. She's got a stroller with a baby in it, and she doesn't have a shopping cart. So the baby is just buried under like all of her items.
That was her
The
child
baby's
abuse.
just like crushed.
I'm gonna let her parent. I'm gonna let that lady parent
And
how
it
she
was like
wants
the
to.
funniest thing
That's
I've ever
so
seen.
funny.
Because
Because you can't push a
yeah, you can't
carriage
shopping
and
cart
a,
and the
It's-
carriage.
it's
right?
true, yeah.
And then,
Come on.
And then so people were staring at her, and she's like, "What? You ain't got no damn kids?"
That's so funny.
She's
He's like
preemptive.
Orville's Redenbacher on top of this
Yeah,
baby's
right, yeah, no.
head.
Well, it was so funny because it was such a cute little baby, but it was like just being squished by, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a case
yeah.
of Mountain Dew.
It was heavy.
Yeah. It was all stacked
That's
up, all
so
high,
cute.
but then with like a hole for the head.
I learned a really long time ago, like when I was like a young teenager, that if you tell someone to stop hitting their kids, it's like they'll kill
Don't-
you.
Yeah.
People get really.
I had that
defensive.
happen. I was on the train like 10 years ago, and there was a lady like choke slamming her mentally
Yes.
disabled like 10-year-old against the window, and he's like, oh, you know, he's like, you know, disabled. I mean, it was like radio.
Yeah.
And this lady, she's like, and then calling him the N-word and being like, shut the fuck up, which is very funny. I mean, I get like,
She hit her limit.
well, cause just calling him the N-word too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
That's crazy.
And like, you know, and so I was like, You know, I
Come
went
on.
up and I was like, lady, you know? And she's like, what? And she started screaming at me and she's like, you want to fucking do something? And I'm like, no, just like
I don't want to do anything.
anything. Let's just chill out here, you know? And then, I don't know, she yelled at me for like fucking 10 minutes and
It's
eventually.
like you're making him more.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
And then she got on the phone with some guy and she was like, come get your fucking son. I don't care. I'll go to jail or whatever. But yeah, it was like, yeah, I guess maybe I prevented that kid from being choked for
5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. But you bet she's banking it later, later though.
Oh, yeah.
But you're a
Yeah, I
hero.
told a lady on the bus in San Francisco when I was like 13 not to hit her kid, which I was like also kind of a child at the time
Yeah,
myself.
You're precocious.
And she just started fucking going after. I had to get off the bus because
Mm-hmm.
she started charging at me. And I was like, all right, you just want to hit this. Maybe it feels great to do.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, I don't
Hitting a
know. But
kid?
people, because that's the thing is
Did
like.
your parents hit you?
I got like smacked in the ass and stuff.
I got a
Sexually.
little bit.
Sexually, yeah. Like it was like light, like BDSM.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like no, like I would get
Dude, you might-
spooned in the ass.
Yeah, I would get the ball
I would
gag.
get- yeah, exactly.
I'll get
Show
the
him-
game
put, like,
mask.
they
show,
do
him,
like the-
show him the slapjack. I'm surprised
like,
you haven't pulled that
Where
out.
is it?
Where's your slapjack?
They get the slapjack.
Where do you even get that? At like a spy store?
Does it hurt? Ouch.
Like, hit his thigh with it.
No, it's scary. Ow,
Hit
I
his
I hit
thigh.
you? I
with-
can't hit you a
Adam,
little
move
bit?
your hand.
It's not ISIS, dude. Hi. Huh. Fuck my pussy. Stop.
It hurts a little bit, don't it?
Yeah, it's
It
got some
hurts,
heft.
It hurts.
I got it. I
It hurts.
showed
Don't
you.
be fucking no.
I showed you my
down.
I showed you my Billy clip. Where do they? What kind of cops have that? Keystone style?
No, it's for private detectives.
It's for gumshoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got scared on that one.
I don't want it.
Give me
You-
$30.
Are you having your fucking?
Give me
war-
money.
Are you having your fucking flashbacks? Listening to
I'm
Come
gonna
Town
from
in
this.
Syria.
Didn't exist. Yet.
Ouchie,
He
ouchie.
didn't like that. It hurts.
Ouchie.
It hurts bad, but I can take it.
I'm gonna get so much pussy off of going to Iraq. Ouch! Stop it.
Sorry.
Give me your thing.
No, you can't have it. You're gonna break the leather.
I'm
So
Israel.
do you feel like you lost, kinda?
No, I'm a neutral arbiter.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't care anymore.
I'm a mercenary.
Oh,
yeah.
alright.
No,
He's
my
French for a
guys
reason.
kind of were left out of the whole equation.
Yeah.
Like it all happened around them.
You were in the girl one, right?
Well, there was girls there. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
I was in the
sick.
girl one. Yeah.
Was it like? Did everyone
Were they
shower
hot
together
or-
like
No.
Starship Troopers?
no, wasn't like that.
It
They
wasn't
don't
like
like that.
sha-
They
it
don't
wasn't
like
the-
Is
that.
it Denise Richards?
You don't
Yeah.
shower.
In
Wild
Starship
things.
Troopers, they
What
shower.
shower is there?
I don't know. Maybe a hose
It's the
or
Middle
something.
East, dude.
They
There's
don't
no fucking
have shower.
showers.
Well,
I mean,
what-
they have them somewhere, but not where I was.
They don't
How'd
even
you
have
clean
barbers.
your ass?
No, they have a lot of barbers.
They don't even have barbers.
It's mostly barbers there.
Do they have toilet
Well, why
paper?
they all got all that hair?
What do you mean? Oh, those.
Yeah,
Oh, well, they have to do that. That's like a religious thing.
What?
You know what I never
Who do you
understood
think
is
shaves the mustache?
they can't. Yeah, they're allowed to trim the mustache.
Amazing. They
And
can
then-
only trim the
and
mustache.
then the British did the opposite.
They just had. Well, our guys all had mustaches, and I tried to grow one. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I really just can't. I don't have any.
We have
Testosterone.
well, you got a very small upper lip area.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
do.
not. It's not the.
It's a thin one. I can only
well,
grow
yeah,
a
it's a
pencil
very.
mustache.
Yeah, it's like an eyebrow, basically.
But yeah, no, they were kind of left out.
They were gonna make a
of,
movie,
like,
right? Of the Brace movie with the little guy from Game of Thrones, right?
They were gonna make, yeah,
Yeah.
that guy, Sydney
They're-
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney was
as one of the
supposed to
girls
be in
from the
it.
shower.
Dasha
She
was
was
going to be
playing-
in it.
Dasha was
Sydney
gonna be in it.
Sweeney
She's
was playing
great.
Syria
What?
itself.
Yeah,
So
really?
she's tied down to the ground,
Her
and they've written
tit.
Syria on her stomach.
Yeah, it was like an
And
art
she's
thing.
being assaulted.
she's in New
by
York right
a
now.
bunch of different.
Sydney?
Should I just comment, "Yo, you in the city"?
Yeah.
Just building yourself up for that.
Yeah. Trying to get us to hype you up.
It's like 18,000 comments.
This
You're like,
is a funny thing
I'm
to write.
gonna do it.
Yo, you in the
Yeah,
city?
yeah.
Nick and I went to Union Square. She was handing out waters, and Nick made me he made me a business card. It was like right when we were starting the show,
Yeah.
and like Adam Ginsberg, our old editor, was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
okay.
Sydney Sweeney's handing out waters."
He's
and
like, yeah, maybe I get a chance.
She's handing out waters?
Yeah. And
get
so
a
then Nick
chance.
like just it's like he's like fucking like so serious. He's like, "Get the fuck up, Adam." He
I'm like,
writes this
"Get up,
business
dude."
card.
We're going.
It's I want to find the picture of the business card, but I went up to her and I handed it to her, and she was like, I think she thought I was mentally.
Oh, she was like disgusted. So Sydney Sweeney has actually been disgusted by Adam. In
I just
real
want a
life?
second shot at love.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'll show you the picture.
Why was she handing out water?
She's kind of busted in real life.
No,
though.
Yeah.
way,
No, shut up, dude.
No,
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Get out of here.
Fucking-
Get out of
If I'm
here.
being honest,
Go back
she's
to your
kinda-
hole.
In real life, she's kind of busted.
Yeah, I don't know. She looked fat to me.
Nah, in real life,
I wouldn't fuck her.
yeah, nah,
Nah.
trash. Honestly,
No. I actually like really don't appreciate you saying stuff like that.
I'm
about
kidding,
Sydney.
dude.
About Sydney?
I'm kidding.
So beautiful.
In real life,
she's
no.
gorgeous.
Why was she handing out waters?
Because they paid her probably.
'Cause
Was
they
there
paid
like
her a lot of
1,000
money.
people in line?
Yeah.
I'd be crawling on my hands and knees, licking her kneecaps.
I said, let me know when it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Nick stood at, like, he made me wait in line, but he wouldn't get
Whoopi Goldberg's breastfeeding people in Union Square. It's a hot summer.
She's
out
making
there.
eggnog.
It's a hot summer.
Yeah.
I got free breast milk for anyone. She's wearing the world's biggest sunglasses.
yeah.
She's like,
Couple
yeah.
of
She's got an
vices.
Afghan on, but they've cut a hole out where her nipple is, and you think it's her knee, but it's actually
It's a
it's
saggy breast.
it's all the way down here. And there's a hole cut out.
Yeah.
She goes, help yourself. Brought to you by the New York City Parks
You have to go
Department.
down on like one of those
Eric
boards
Adams
you
is
go
there.
underneath. Yeah,
And he's like, we'd like to thank Sister Goldberg for bringing milk to the denizens of this fine, stylish city.
well, he's vegan. But
Well,
I guess
breast
it's,
milk is
it's
human
ve-
breast
yeah, he
milk
could probably
is
make
vegan.
that. It's vegan. We're good to do that.
Yeah.
That's probably
You're
theologically
of course you're
difficult
allowed
for
to
them.
have fucking human
Yeah,
breast
here it
milk. What
is.
kind of vegan is like, oh, I don't breastfeed?
I
my
guess
baby?
because they consented.
Yeah.
Well, they consented,
Here's
but
the
also
card.
that's what a
Here's the
baby's.
business card he wrote. And then Nick took these pictures of me. I'm like standing next to the thing.
Oh, there she
And
is.
there she is. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's so hot. And then here's and then here's me handing her the card. She like literally thought I was mentally.
oh,
Look how
she's giving
hot
you a
she is.
really the smile isn't great. You couldn't make eye contact with her,
Okay.
so you just stood back because
Yeah.
you didn't want to like. She might freak out if she saw you.
Yeah.
Dude, look at
I
it.
would come off like fucking Travis Bickle if I
Exactly.
walked up to that
No,
truck.
there's chemistry. I think a little bit.
You're not even You're looking literally the opposite
the
direction.
chemistry
You
is
can't-
the chemistry is rohypnol. That's the chemistry.
yes. Well, chemistry is
I
often
try to
when
give
two-
her.
it's-
I try to give her a drink too. Yeah.
It's when you try to give her a drink.
Yeah, Rufalin.
Chemistry is like usually when two people make a connection, but it seems like there you're afraid.
Oh yeah,
to look
here's
at
her holding the card. Yeah. Now she feels like I'm
Look at
like
look at the face she's making.
I know.
Just like, huh?
Yeah, she looks
It's
disgusted.
like something you do when your like your
She
idiot
thought it was
son
meant-
shows you a
She did.
sculpture.
She
yeah. You don't give off.
You know what this looks exactly like?
What?
It looks like the picture that got Al Franken canceled.
Yeah, it does.
It does look like my
It
hand is
does.
about to
It looks
touch
exactly
her breast.
like the Al Franken cancellation photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's show the fans that. Let's get me canceled. It's me and my ex.
Sydney, the SS.
I love her. Yeah, I love
She's
her.
beautiful. You know, she was 16 back then.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she
No,
was.
she wasn't.
No,
Dude.
she was. She's
no,
20.
She was.
She's 20 now.
No, she wasn't, dude. No, she wasn't. Shut the fuck up, dude.
So you're a pedophile.
I want to see.
You're a pedophile.
I just want to see
Well, he's in a
pictures of
pedophile,
us.
technically.
Strike 9.
Yeah.
Strike. Wow.
Younger.
yes. A dial that says younger.
Younger.
Jeffrey
Now she.
Epstein with
Wait, now.
a dial that
Wait.
says younger. yes.
Younger.
Yes. Yes.
Younger.
No, wait. Now look at this. Now she's looking
She's
away.
looking away from you. You're looking directly at her, and she can't even look at you.
Yeah.
This fucking other Jewish coming up to me on the streets.
You
of-
see that we pan to the rest of the line. It's a millionaire.
It's all the Jews.
Yeah.
All
Oh
the way
boy!
down.
Hi Sydney, I've got an internet radio show called.
I'm Adam Friedland. It's the Adam Friedland Show. We'd love to have you on.
My name's Adam
I post this-
Weinfried,
Oh.
and I've got a
I post
radio
this
show.
on
You would
Insta?
look great in a. Should you post it on Instagram?
Like on
For what? What do you want from that, Adam?
just a.
You want some people to?
Yeah,
you want
post it
people
and
to heart
tag
it?
Sydney Sweeney.
You want
Tag
people
her?
to? Yeah,
Yeah.
tag her.
She's probably got tags open.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's just you gotta hit that button. Just tributes.
Yeah.
I have a
Fucking-
girlfriend.
You're fucking beautiful.
Your phone
I wish you could see
detects
that.
moisture when you fucking go click on that tab.
I'm gonna post it right
Don't
now.
plug the charger in right now. The
No,
iPhone needs
no.
to dry off.
Yeah.
Save image.
I'm just Adam. I think that like
Save
if you
it.
think you have a shot with Sweeney,
No, I have a girlfriend.
yeah,
Adam's more into Sidney Peeney.
Mm-hmm.
Come
It's
on.
an
dude.
Australian man who's famous for
Yeah.
not wearing pants.
It's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just looking at pictures of us and just remembering.
You two, or
Me
you and Sydney?
Yeah.
There's only one picture of me and Adam, and it's at the hat store.
No, there's more pictures
I
of
was,
us.
I was just so happy to wear all those different hats.
I have so many pictures of
If
us.
only
It was when we were new to New York City, and I didn't
Yeah.
know that there was like hat stores all over the place.
A lids.
Well, not a lids, but they've got all these places that are like, just
Like they sell like.
yeah,
hats.
like hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love hats.
Yeah.
Every time I see you, you're wearing a hat.
love
Yeah, he
hats.
wears many hats.
But you're not balding.
I know. I just like hats.
Do you think that it gives the impression that you're balding to people who don't?
I don't give a fuck. I like wearing a hat. I like different kinds of hats.
I respect that. What's your favorite? What kinds?
Any kind,
It'd
really.
be so funny if you started wearing like an old timey hat.
Like what? Like a top hat?
Not like a top hat or not like a
Like a
bowler, but like a
tri-corner hat?
newsman kind of hat. A tricorn hat I could see.
No,
you
you
wearing.
can't wear the newsies
That-
because those are ruined by like
No.
former punk New England
Not
guys.
the news,
Yeah.
yeah, aging like
Or
into
IPA
rockabilly
guys.
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the newsy hat, but like the newsman hat, where it's like kind of like
Oh, like a trilby with
A trilby.
that says press
exactly
on it. Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you start wearing a trilby.
I saw Carlos Valencia recently, and he's a comic, but he's been because trilbies were hot in like 2004
Yes,
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks,
they're huge.
and I think Carlos got one then. And I can't remember if he was wearing one last time I saw him, but I think he had one. So he's still hanging on to that.
I respect that
Yeah.
because there was a lot of hats that like the early 2000s were big for hats.
Yeah. I
Like-
remember my dad seeing a kid wearing a trilby and him saying,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was like rare for him. He's like, he's like, I hate that. He's like,
And people were
but
wearing.
it's like, why would you wear a hat? Like, what a
There was guys wearing like the kind of like Mountie, like
Like,
the
Jesus
fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
Like the Mountie hats for a little while too.
Like a
they wear like the
Bullwinkle
wide
hat?
brim. Yeah, the rockin' Bullwinkle hats,
Mm.
like the wide brim ones. That was like a mixologist kind of hat.
women about 13 years ago took all the dumb hats for themselves.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
they did.
and then some black gay guys got in there. But there was
Yeah.
that Carmen San Diego era where
Yes.
the white women or gay men were fighting over who gets to be Carmen San
Whose
Diego.
territory over the hats.
And I think white women won
Yeah.
because the fatter ones,
indisputable.
the fatter
Undefeated.
ones took it, and then use them in engagement photos.
That was a big one back then.
You're
It had,
talking about like
big
the
wide brim
Pharrell
hat and,
kind of like
the
like
Pharrell kind of one,
the
but
Mountie,
big sunglasses,
the Canadian
too.
Mountie.
Yeah.
Giant sunglasses. That's when women started wearing them. You couldn't even. They were like in disguise.
Mhm.
You couldn't tell what they looked like.
Yeah, no, I love hats. You know what? A good type of newsy hat is like the one from the Sting.
Oh,
It's
like
a
the-
big floppy.
My
hat.
dad used to wear those.
Really?
Really,
He was
as
all
your
about
dad
those.
as a child?
No. Like
Is that why
in
you
the,
did
like,
drugs?
70s. Like he wore like a big floppy.
Oh, that was big in the 70s.
style
Yeah,
hat. Yeah,
That was
it's
like
crazy.
a Sly and the Family Stone style.
There's not even like a context where that looks good.
No, yeah, you look like fucking Heathcliff.
Yeah, like you can look with the old style hats. They made sense in the time,
Yeah.
right? Like they went with everything else you were wearing. With the big floppy thing, you always look fucked up.
You look like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like an asshole dumbass.
No disrespect to my dad, but it's a tough hat.
You know who'd look good one of those? Sydney Sweeney.
yeah, that's
Sydney
true.
Sweeney, if she was wearing that,
Uh-huh.
she was wearing one of those like goofy like.
I'd be like, oh, she's fun too.
yeah, oh my god,
She's so funny.
a lighter side of Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Wow.
I'm gonna see if Sydney Sweeney.
How did we get on this Sydney Sweeney thing? What is it?
I was just thinking about.
I was
it
just
earlier.
Brace and I were talking about how like
She's beautiful.
they want to act like there's other kind of
You know how old we are now, though, right? I mean, this is very much like I would love to
Yeah,
get a
we don't
piece
like
of.
pussy
How old is
anymore.
she?
We're
She's
gay now.
33?
Well, I'd love to get a
She's
piece
like
of
our age.
Carmen Electra.
I would also love to get a piece of Carmen
I-
Electra.
Carmen Electra's hot.
let me be honest with you. I met Carmen Electra, kind of busted in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, in real life.
No.
Yeah, tough one.
Carmen Electra. I'm googling her right now. Oh, she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
This is what she looks like. Ooh,
What's she looking like?
she's looking good.
We should be
Really?
liking people our age, like Lauren Bacall
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or Faye Dunaway.
Really?
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. Raquel Welch.
I did meet Rosario Dawson's. I think the only famous, beautiful woman I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, she did not want to be around me at all.
Yeah.
I really had to be like, please take a picture.
I imagine she
so
probably
beautiful.
at this point looks like Jimmy Smits.
No, she kind of looks. I realized later too. I actually had never seen a movie she'd been in.
I just did a computer enhanced age in my head, and I got Jimmy Smits.
Computer
Okay.
enhanced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this
don't
is tough.
understand.
That's tough.
It would
But
be
she's-
funny to go to the Sydney Sweeney bottle signing or whatever that was.
Bottle signing?
And just stare at
It's
her
a
breasts
water-
and
it's a
go,
water.
computer enhanced.
Or just start making camera clicking noises.
Computer. Computer enhanced. So they just pull it. So they just pull you away.
Computer enhanced.
Don't even look at her.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Do you think she looks at the same moon and shit? Like when you look up?
Yeah, when I
I
look
never-
up,
I
it's just
never
like
look
nice
at the
that like
moon.
I'm looking up at that moon and she's looking up at that same
I
damn moon.
always think about how
Yeah,
many
yeah.
other chicks are looking up at the moon when I look at it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never look at the moon.
And I'm
All around
also
the- you
I'm
never look at the moon
Unless it's doing something really cool. Like, you know, when sometimes the moon's like, blow!
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
it's like it's a blood moon
Yeah,
or
right,
whatever.
yeah.
That's
When
crazy.
the
But I
moon-
look at it every night.
When it gets bigger for some reason.
That's fucked up.
I don't understand what's happening.
I think
there.
we're closer or it's closer.
But it's got to be like twice as close as it normally
Sometimes
yeah.
it's huge.
And it happens like, it's just like, okay, today.
It doesn't
it's-
make sense. It doesn't make sense.
You know, it's like, what the fuck is going on? How fast
They
is
should
the-
put Amber Alerts telling us why.
That's
this
why I don't
and
happens.
all of
believe-
our girlfriends' pussies are connected to that or something.
That doesn't even.
It
it's
makes
the gravity.
no
It's the water.
sense.
It's the cycles. And
What
stuff.
are they talking about?
I look at the moon every single night because it's crazy. There's a moon.
Yeah.
We have to destroy it.
Yeah.
We have to let the waters flow because the moon is what
Yeah.
keeps water in check.
Elon Musk is going to go there.
I think it's Mars as he wants to go to, but I think he might go
Don't
to the
you
moon
have to
first.
start? You have to start on the moon.
I
think.
feel like that seems
Yeah.
like because I'm like, you want to make a Mars base, make a moon one first.
Yeah, you make a moon base and then you just
Yeah.
put an engine on the moon and drive the moon to Mars.
Exactly, and then you can bring Mars. We should just bring Mars closer.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
put
yeah.
Mars where the moon is.
How do you do that? Like some sort of
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ion
Elon.
engines.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
They'll figure it out.
yeah, something
yeah.
like so the stratosphere and things.
Something with
like
the stratosphere.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no desire. You'd probably do well up there.
No, I would never. The idea of getting in a spaceship terrifies me.
Horrible.
I would like to die at sea. That would be cool, but dying in space, no.
But not in a submarine. You'd like to die above. The
yeah,
sea.
not in a submarine.
Yeah.
Like
that
the-
seems awful.
The show, you know, shipwrecked, and then I'm fucking just out in the ocean and getting
You sort
picked
of
apart
fade.
by. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I could go. I could let. I would
Well,
let go.
we're from the sea. We're from the ocean.
That's
so you're
true.
Going back.
Yeah.
I thought we were from Africa.
Yeah, but before Africa, we were in.
But that's
the
how we
the
got to
ocean.
Europe. We had to
That's
cross
how we got
the
to
ocean.
Africa.
Mhm.
Um,
We got
I-
to Africa because we were like fish or something in the water, and then we were like, "What is that? What is that? A banana?" And then we came out of
Looks
the water.
lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah, to get banana.
yeah.
And then we just immediately started killing the boars.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not like to die at sea, but I'd like to die in view of the sea,
Mm.
like on a beautiful, like on
like
an
in
island.
a suicide pod facing the sea.
No, like on an
That's
island.
nice.
Yeah.
You know, with all of my young lovers.
There's no pleasant way to die, really.
I mean, there's got to be OD.
I think in battle is probably the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you kind of got on top.
Yeah.
That's why
the
these-
adrenaline's rushing. You're killing other people.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by death.
Ray says that you have 23 confirmed kills though, right?
Yeah, but
Did
not
you
in
kill
battle.
anybody in Syria?
I tried to.
Did
but I
you
don't
feel
think-
bad? Do you feel bad about it?
He said they all shot at a house and where
we
there
would
was
just like shoot at people, and like it was like because we were fighting from like 300 meters away or whatever.
That's
And so
not
you're
that
like,
far.
It's kind of far.
it's really far.
No,
It's
not.
really far.
You can see.
You can still see.
You can see
But it
a
would be
person.
like no, I don't think I killed anybody.
Oh, okay.
But
But you could have.
yeah, I guess.
You feel bad about that?
No.
Okay, all right.
Who was the other guy?
The other guy.
Yeah, like on
What
the
if it
other
was
side.
Sydney
ISIS?
Sweeney. You don't know how far
It was
away
ISIS.
they are. Could have been Sydney Sweeney.
I know. If I had accidentally killed Sydney Sweeney in like a village in Syria,
Did the government talk to you about that at all? Did they even like ask you?
they asked me to go. Yeah.
No, I mean when you come back, does the government?
No, they did. They like took me aside and like
Oh,
it's not.
okay.
So it's not illegal.
Sure, but I mean, like the government will talk to you about stuff that isn't illegal. all
Yeah,
the time.
and so they did. They brought me into an office.
You can go online and be like, man, I fucking hate Verizon, and the FBI will
Yeah,
show up
like
to your
come
house
here,
and be
yeah,
like,
like,
oh, what are you going
what
to
do you
do
mean by
about
that?
it?
Wait, so
Yeah.
what
So-
happened? That you got they
They
brought you to
me
a
into
federal
at the
building?
Airport. No, at the airport they like brought me into
Just
like.
at the TSA? That's it?
No, he was like a guy. He like wasn't wearing the uniform. He was like a guy. It was like I think it was like a Homeland Security.
And it was just
guy.
one time.
Yeah, I mean they've taken me aside at other times when I've flown and like asked me questions, but not related to Syria. But they took me aside and then they like asked me a bunch of questions, like who are you with? Like, did you ever shoot this? Did you ever? Because it's illegal to use some kind of like RPGs and shit like that. I think it's like illegal. But they
That's
asked me
weird.
about specific like weapons.
Even
and
if you're
stuff.
in Turkey or Syria.
Yeah, I just said I don't know. I just acted like 2 IQ points dumber than I actually am, and then I just said I don't know for a really long time. And then
that's it?
yeah, that's it. It's not illegal.
Because Obama was president.
But they also like no, Trump was president by then.
Really?
Obama was president when I went. Trump was president. When I
Trump
came
let
back.
you get away with that crap?
Well, he didn't really fully
He wasn't
take
paying
in charge yet.
attention,
But they
yeah.
like ask you a bunch of questions, but it's not illegal. And so the funny thing is though, I did know another dude who went over there who is from the subcontinent. And they like raided his house twice. Like the FBI like came to
India?
his parents' house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they like he's from America, but like they like came to his house, busted down the door, asked his family all these questions. And everyone I know in Europe got arrested at one point or another. But in America, if you fight for a non-state actor against another non-state actor, it's technically not illegal.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you weren't fighting for a foreign government?
So I could go
Yeah.
to Italy and just kill the mafia.
Yeah.
It's
you
legal.
could.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
legal. I
So-
think you could do it.
But that doesn't make any sense. How is it not? Isn't it still murder?
Yeah, but they can't.
But
I
that's
mean, if
not
they
in
prove that
America.
you do, you know
It's
what I
out of
mean? Like,
jurisdiction.
If I went to another country and killed somebody,
yeah, but murder's legal.
then I'd be like, well, it's not his non-state.
But in
actor.
war,
Yeah.
murder's legal. Well, no, I mean it's not. I don't know I knew it at one point.
Yeah.
But like, if you have like footage of you killing somebody, you could run into some problems there.
Yeah.
But like, if you, which I had nothing like, I had no things that I brought.
Yeah.
I brought back a couple of things, but not like I didn't have any footage of anything. Sand,
A bag of
some
sand.
soil to grow a new James Carville,
Yeah.
the Syrian James Carville to rescue Assad.
Oh, that would be awful.
But I, yeah,
what we got to do is let Israel take as much land as they want.
it's happening. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You see Netanyahu in the,
They
in
took
the
more
Golan?
Golan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
They were just and they're just going in there and they keep having this Jelani guy come out and be like,
Yeah.
"There's no problem here."
Yeah, he's like,
It's all
fine.
good.
It's fine. Check it out, guys. I got a blazer.
Yeah, they're calling. I love that the guys who don't like him are calling him just Julani.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Julani is so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
But it's like, what is there's now? It's just they're just like if you're having to put up a screen for that in the media, you're like, look, I mean, come on, they need to take stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
Biden
there's
guys
no
have like 10 minutes
justification for
left,
it.
right?
Yeah, I know.
There's
like,
like, no, there's
like,
not
I'm
even
not
a,
sure. Like,
there's not even a fake pretense. There's nothing.
There's nothing because like their whole thing, they bombed. Like Israel has bombed all of Syria's like hundreds of airstrikes in the past like week.
Yeah.
All of their like military stuff, probably a bunch of other shit like that they need to run a country. They bombed like the passport office, but like Israel has just done a completely unrestricted bombing campaign on the new Syrian government or whatever, and like the ground invasion is the most incredible thing because I'm like.
Yeah.
Well, what are you even doing? You're just driving tanks
Well, it's
through
in case
like, towns.
in case there's like you don't want like there could be a threat, right?
Yeah.
It could be a threat.
And then the people in power are saying like, nope, no threats here.
Yep.
So it's like no other country can do that.
Turkey's kind of doing it too.
Yeah.
But we couldn't invade Canada and be like,
We're just looking
just
to
in
see
case,
if they,
just in case something bad happens.
they might have something.
Yeah, there might be people in Canada who don't like.
Well, I will say they do want to invade Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get the cartel.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna send our boys in, and it's so amazing.
I get like that sometimes. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll illegally immigrate to South America.
You think you'll go revert like pass?
You
them
have
on
the Panama hat.
I do it because I'm not necessarily an open borders guy.
You'll
And
go
it's
down
like,
the Darien
It's
Gap.
like it should cut both ways. If you want open borders, then it's got to cut both ways.
Yeah.
I can go to Veracruz.
Uh-huh.
I can own property.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever. I'll get a job,
That'd be
not pay
fabulous.
taxes. That should be available to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing any paperwork. I'm not
No
getting
paperwork,
I'm
no papers,
not getting
no papers,
passport.
no
I'm not
papers.
doing anything. I want money from the government because
Yeah.
I don't know Spanish.
Mhm.
You
No
know.
papers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
I
you
wanna
should,
say-
you
I
should
wanna
paint
go-
houses
That should be
in Puerto
available.
Vallarta.
I'm gonna go down there and demand a sex change.
I think-
I'm gonna go down and just get drunk in the Homo Depot parking lot.
yeah. I think you
the
should.
Mexican
Home
Home
Cruise
Depot.
down there.
The Mexican Home Depot, Homo Depot.
Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Home
Imagine how lucky they'd feel to be going to like a Home Depot in the outskirts of Mexico City and see a white boy.
A
standing
white
there.
guy with a
Yeah.
Spider-Man backpack.
Oh, the screech of the brakes there.
Yeah.
Stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on in.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got a Dora the
They're
Explorer
like,
t-shirt.
¿Qué uno do dientes via Nintendo? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You get made CEO of a company.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Just do the Kenny Powers thing down there.
But they want to send the SEALs down there.
And
They got to
wanna
send
send-
that guy that killed Bin Laden.
They love that guy. I know, and that guy's
That guy's-
bullshit.
that guy's-
'Cause his whole thing is he's like he did that and then retired. It's like, well, it seems like you leveled up. You should keep going.
You just killed Osama bin Laden. Get to work.
I want a war with Mexico so that like the veteran chic look, because now it's like they've imported
Kefias
instead of the kefias, but we get like they get the big pointy shoes and a sombrero.
like giant oversized.
And we get
like,
Tim Kennedy on Rogan,
Harley
and he's
Davidson
wearing a
shirt.
sombrero.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's all about multivitamins.
no, they would
Yeah.
do ponchos.
yeah.
They would only do because that's like that's the Mexican version of the keffia.
Yeah,
is the
that's not as
poncho.
fun. Yeah,
It's not
a
as fun.
bandolier.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
but
kind of a good look.
Yeah,
actually.
mariachi look would be fire.
But I'm like, what are you guys gonna go down and just like rappel down into a village and just like shoot 30 Mexican 15-year-olds?
finish
Probably.
finish the
legal.
job.
It's
Finish
legal.
the
Yeah,
job.
You said yourself. It's
Well,
legal.
there's
the cartel.
Yeah, it's the cartel.
It's
a
Maybe I
non-state
should just go
actor.
down there.
You should.
I'm like, but I feel like if things go south for me here, my options are, and this is for you too.
Israel.
That's always.
That's my number
That's
one.
always.
Yeah.
But China, go to China.
They
and
don't
like
want
work
you.
in something. They would need a white guy for something.
No, if
no,
things
no.
go south for me here, I'm getting a job at Best Buy, and I would love it.
Mhm.
You'd be
dude.
great at that.
I would love to be. So sometimes they have the special, like the guy that's a brand rep at
Yeah.
Best Buy. If I could be the Sony television guy.
Yeah. Just the absolute rudest guy that
Yeah.
works in Best Buy.
No, they're never rude at all. I love talking. I caught one of them. They had one at the Union Square.
What'd you
The
catch
Sony
him
rep.
doing?
And I was like, yeah, I got a Z9D at home, which was the flagship television from 2016.
I remember when you got it.
Still one of the best. I had to wait 2 years for
Yeah.
the price to come down. It was $7,000
Jesus
MSRP.
Christ.
I got it for under $2,000.
Wow.
A couple years
Mm.
later, I had a camel alert, and I pulled the trigger on it. They have not made a better television since,
Wow.
except maybe now with the Bravia 9.
I have
You
a
recommended the
Bravia.
Bravia 9.
Well, the Sony guy was like, he's like, even the Bravia 7 blows your piece of shit out of the water. He's like that aggressive about it. I was like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, but the viewing angles.
Yeah.
Bravia
I'm like,
9.
I'm like, brother, I live in a
What's it?
fucking-
$9,000?
It's massive.
Well, they come in different sizes.
Okay, you're right. No, that was like a.
But no, it's actually
No, it's
I'm
$2,000
Yeah,
it
I'm
says right
surprised by the pricing of the like top tier Sony televisions. The 85-inch Z9D was $100,000.
the picture is amazing.
Yeah,
The picture is crystal clear and it works very well in brightly lit areas. That's pretty good. Picture is amazing. I love the picture and immaculate sound quality of the television.
Yeah.
Very well executed. It's possibly the OLED killer.
it is the OLED killer.
What is OLED?
I have an
is
OLED.
organic light emitting diode, I think.
Organic light emitting
organic.
diode?
You've been in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't say anything, but yeah. I have an OLED 65 inch.
Yeah, but we don't have
Bravia.
the TV on.
What?
We don't have the TV on.
We were watching
At
the
your
big
house.
game.
We don't watch
Don't
the
say
game.
Super Bowl.
No.
Don't say Super Bowl.
We fuck.
we
When I go
fuck.
to your house, we fuck.
Yeah, but I watch.
We have fucking sex with each other.
You know what I love
Nope.
doing? Having fucking sex.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about?
Dude.
We have the TV on.
Babe, we're working.
I love having fucking sex.
What? That's crazy. We get down to business when I get over to that house,
Yeah.
and we just take our shit off and we fuck on the bed.
Yeah.
That's that song. Let's get down to business. It's
Yeah,
about having
exactly.
sex with a guy.
Yeah. With your boy.
There's
Yeah.
no greater feeling on this
Let's
planet.
get down to the brass tacks here.
Yeah. It must feel like seeing Wicked when your girlfriend wants to see it just with your boy.
Because imagine how jealous your girlfriend is if you saw Wicked with your boy.
You just walk in the door laughing. There's cum dripping off your face.
But imagine how much more jealous she'd been. Like, yeah, we saw Wicked, and then you know what we did? We went and fucked. Me and the guys went and saw Wicked.
You know
and we
what
just
she
all
would?
fucked
You know what
each
she would
other.
say? You know what she would say? You saw Wicked without me.
Yeah, you saw Wicked without me.
That would be the first order.
Oh,
of
well,
business.
did they finish?
You saw Wicked without me.
You saw Wicked without
You
me.
knew I wanted to see it.
We fucked. We fucked in
Also,
the theater.
we're gay.
We got kicked out of Alamo Draft House because we were in there in the bed.
Yeah, we did it loud style.
Yeah, we were talking too
And we
loud.
were wearing do-rags.
We were fucking and sagging in the Alamo Draft House.
Yes, and I did keep my shoes on.
And I put a little bit of his cum on the spicy chicken sandwich that they gave me.
dude, that's the other thing too. Their food
The
sucks.
food
Their
is
food sucks.
disgusting.
It's the worst.
It's just, and they just because they give it to you on a plate.
I got
it's
a
fucking
stomachache.
AMC shit.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, Mo, it's called like the Quentin Tarantino burger.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
called
like,
the Royale with cheese.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Grow up.
grow up. Eat. You know what you do? You do what I did. You bring food in the theater and you eat it out of your fucking parka.
Yeah. That's how I do it.
You bring a bibimbap in there. You just fucking you spoon it in. You spoon the bibimbap in your mouth. You pork. Let someone sit next to you. Put
I
a
bring.
little
You
ground
know what I
pork
bring in?
on.
I bring in a fucking sizzling fajita plate.
Yeah.
I'm cooking in there.
Cooking in there, and then when I'm full, oh, nothing.
I'm bringing a fucking George Foreman in
We're
here.
watching Wicked, and now I'm full, and I'm gonna fuck my male friends I came here with.
Go
I'm gonna
back to
lie down with
Austin.
them.
yeah,
You saw Wicked without me?
fuck the draft house. I know it's more.
Fuck
I think
them.
about
No.
the more mad. I
No,
get.
fuck that place.
Fuck
Yeah.
that place.
They should have a theater with no rules.
Mhm.
Like,
They
open
closed
right
them
next
all
to it.
down.
I know they closed them
In
all
the,
down.
I don't want to say it, but they are typically
We
in
need
the
to normalize
inner
not
city.
tipping waiters at the draft house.
Crazy.
And it's because it's like you want them to go get another job.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I tripped the waiters at the draft
Yeah,
house.
go be a waiter.
They're running
Yeah.
around down there.
I'll tip you when you're at Ruby Tuesdays.
Mhm.
Not here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have a friend who's a
your
waiter
parent-
at the Alamo Draft House.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it seems
Oh,
like a
shit.
miserable job.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
have
I
a
don't
friend?
tip 'em.
If
I
that
don't
were
go.
my
Are
friend,
these
I would
people?
be like poisoning them here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're just running. You're hunched, because it's like being a normal waiter, except you're hunched and
You're
you're
walking
running,
in front of someone's movie.
and in front
We're
of
not allowed to talk
The
about some-
Rise
there's
of
gonna be some-
Skywalker is playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
And which one is your friend that works? I feel like it's all like low IQ men.
This is a friend, Down syndrome.
Yeah, it's my it's my friend with Down syndrome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's my regular.
Every
friend.
waiter I've had.
What do you mean regular?
Draft house.
It's
Like,
he's regular.
Oh, he's white?
they go, oh, have you been here before?
What do you mean?
Yeah, have you
They
been?
go,
yeah.
they go, have you been here before? And you're like, yes. You're like, okay, so you write your order down on the card. Why
I
did you ask
fucking
me
know.
the first
Yeah,
question?
yeah, exactly.
Why
I know.
did you ask me the
What do
first
you
question?
you have a pencil at the movie theater? What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm like? I can put two and two together. I just fucking want to watch Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked.
I want a bell to ring.
I bring one. I bring a little bell to every restaurant,
like-
fucking movie theater I go
like
to.
a lobby
That's
of
how
a
you get
hotel.
the waiter's attention. That's
Like
because that's how you
like
get
a check-in
service.
desk.
Yeah.
I use a laser pointer and I get him in the eye.
Yeah, that's how you do
Yeah,
it.
excuse-
God, what a tool! I can't believe we don't have.
I do that
those.
everywhere I go. I go, retail employee.
you can-
I pointed
The
at the
good thing is-
penis.
Excuse me,
I
sir?
pointed at the penis.
right in their eyeball at Home Depot.
The good thing is too.
Excuse me, sir. They're
You
helping-
can, if the
they're helping
waiters, if the
somebody
waiters
else.
across the restaurant, you
Yo!
you beam them with that.
Excuse me,
and
sir.
you lead them with the trail on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
It's
Excuse
pointed
me,
right
like
at
a
his
cat.
penis.
yeah.
Sexually harassing him.
Excuse me, sir. Right in their eyeball.
Oh, I do it on the fucking screen too.
Yeah.
I like to go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not you know.
I've been to the movies in like 6 months. I don't even say.
I saw
months.
Nora. I thought it was.
Adam hated it.
You go with Snora, you think?
Well, I first of all, it was an hour too long, but then second of all, I completely misunderstood the ending. Apparently, according to everyone.
What do you mean?
Well, at the end, she fucks, and I thought she busts,
yeah.
and then she starts crying. But everyone I've talked to said that on the car ride home, I was like, clearly she busted, and then started crying. And my girlfriend's like, "What did you see?" And then I'm like, Guys, get a load of this. My girlfriend didn't think she busted, and everyone was like, "What are you talking?"
You mean she
It
orgasm?
looks like she does like a jerk, like this, like
Oh,
she's
having
having
a
an
seizure.
orgasm. No, I thought she did like the coming thing.
That's not what women do.
Typically, they're foaming from the mouth.
No,
Yeah.
women. From what I understand,
you're
when-
over top of them with the laser pointer.
Yeah, when women orgasm, they just say,
Yeah.
"Hey, like, let's take a break real quick," and then they go in the other room.
Did you know?
That's-
You know, years ago I was charged with rape at laser point.
At least against the
Charged
law.
with the crime of rape at laser point.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? I didn't know that. Where is that in the rule
A
book?
string of crimes
the Alamo.
involving multiple women being raped at laser point at the Alamo Draft House.
Just holding it like this
In their eye. What did he look like? She's like, I don't know. I can't.
can't see it.
It's all spots. It's all just a big. It's a big spot.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.